How's it going, everybody? It's Matt again, and today we're going to take a look at another one of these MBREED Infinite Charm RCs. I already did a video on the pink version, or like the standard version. This one is based off of like the Combiner Hunters version from IDW, so it's the black and purple one. But this is like, I don't know if it's a special edition version or whatnot, but it's got like all metallic paint and stuff. So I figured I'd do another standalone video for this. But yeah, so it's what M66337 Darkened SKYE AICY. So it's very similar, or it's basically the exact same thing as the other model kit. It just comes with some extra stuff. So I'm not going to dwell too much on it. This might be a little bit shorter of a video, but yeah. So there's the back and the side and all that, and of course it's based on the Flametoys version of Arcee. So it's like super animeified and sexified and whatever. Like if you saw the other video, she's got a booty on her. But this is so this is just another one of those. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. I'll put this aside, and I actually should probably pan this down a little bit. All right, so here's the instructions. It's like the exact same instructions as the other one. It's just different colors and stuff. I'm not going to bother opening this up because we already saw it in the other video. But yeah, let's take a look. Here's some different clear parts. It looks like we have a copy of the clear parts. We have either blue or purple, which is nice. And then there is that kind of pre-painted face in there. You can kind of see. I really liked how they did that with the other version. I got some foil stickers. Here we have that giant sword. This thing is huge. It's a really big sword. I highly doubt that she's going to be able to really hold that, but we'll see. Because the other RC had some issues with holding some stuff, so I don't know about that, but we'll see. But nice gloss plastic. I think it's all painted. There's her breastplate with nice metallic paint. Very nice. There's another one, some nice pre-painted purple apps on it. And obviously, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but this is all very nice gloss. Some gunmetal here for, I think that's her belly. There you go, more plastic stuck to my finger. There's some guns and stuff. There we go, some more pre-painted parts here. I mean, the whole thing's pre-painted. I think all of this is painted black. Or maybe it's just glossy black? I don't actually know. But it's like that's painted gunmetal there. So they really went like the extra mile with all this. Yeah, look, it's all painted. It's very nice. Here we got some rubber wheels for the back section. Lots of little bags. Lots of little bags with little runners. And it's still going. There's a lot more. There's like the hands. There's some nice painted rims. There's her little gunmetal butt cheeks. And then here, some more small parts. It's just a whole lot of stuff here. Some more painted. So yeah, they did a really good job of like making these parts look nice. So we'll have to see how well this paint like holds up, because obviously taking the stuff off the sprues, you're going to be left with little marks. So we'll see how well that holds up, especially since it's glossy plastic. Sometimes it leaves like the white stress marks when you clip them off and then trim them. So we'll have to see. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in this box. If you watched my other stream where I recorded, where I built the other RC, or when I had recorded the review for the previous version, the pink one, I actually really liked it. I was very impressed with this model for it being a knockoff. But like this one's pretty cool. How they have like all the pre-painted stuff. They definitely went like the extra mile as compared to the other one. Not that the other one wasn't good, but this one I'm curious to see how the tolerances will be, or how like the paint will hold up after it's built. So we'll do that and we'll take a look. I do record when I build these. I stream when I record these. So if, at this point in time, if you've seen the video, obviously it's too late to watch me put it together. But on the live tab on my channel, if you go over there, you can go check out one of the VODs and see me assembling this. But for future reference, obviously I post on social media when I'm going to be streaming, putting these together ahead of time. So if you want to catch one of these live, go follow me and I'll let you know when I'm going to be planning something. So yeah, so let's get this put together and we'll take a look at it. All right, and there she is, all assembled. Looks great, obviously. I mean, look at it. Very nice. Like, even compared to the original version, the paint on this thing is great. Look at that. That gunmetal is so nice. I love the metallic purple, the nice glossy black. Just really, really, really nicely painted all around. But yeah, pretty damn good looking figure. One thing that I will say right off the bat is they did not account for the paint. This thing was an absolute freaking nightmare to put together. I had to shave down so many different pegs and stuff and glue so much together, and I ended up breaking a couple of things. Like, I completely broke off the elbow on one of these elbows, so like one of the joints doesn't work quite right. It's just a shame because the other one was a lot of fun to put together. This one just ate me up, and I just had a really hard time just because of the tolerances and stuff. But as far as how it looks absolutely immaculate. I mean, that's a really good looking figure. It comes with a ton of accessories. I'm gonna go ahead and just set her there. Actually, before I start manipulating her, I might just go ahead and do my size comparisons now, just to get it out of the way, just in case I break her. It would kind of suck. So there she is. I'll go ahead and show her next to the original. So there's the original Arcee. So you can see the differences there. It's basically just coloration. There's no mold differences or anything. I don't really have much else that I can show her next to. Here is G Creations IDW Optimus. And then how about Dreamstar Toys Long Haul, since they kind of fit the same aesthetic. So she's a little thing, you know, she's a little figure. But yeah, I think she looks really good next to kind of like a stylized stuff. She especially looks pretty good next to this Optimus Prime. I really like that. So just in case I break her in this video, now we have size comparisons done. But I guess I'll start with accessories. So she comes with a bunch of stuff. She's going to come with separate little holding hands. But the one thing that I don't like about these hands is they actually didn't paint the plates. So the plates are just like all black on the holding hands, but they're actually kind of like that graphite or metallic gray on the open hands. So that's not the best if you didn't plan on painting it. I don't plan on painting this thing. It's going to come with a couple of different options for the eyes and like the size of the head. So we have these two blue pieces that can replace these purple ones if you wanted them to be that color. I chose to have them as purple, so you can replace those. We also have separate eyes, so I chose to go with the blue eyes, but you do have purple eyes if you wanted to use those. We also have a couple of different visors. So just like the original Arcee, you can pop off the front part of the head crest and you can put this visor over the eyes. We have a purple one and we have a blue one. So you can do that if you want. I'm not going to though, because I don't want to break this thing. We also have the additional kind of spread backpack part, which I suppose, I'm not going to show it, but if you want, the articulation and everything is basically the same as the other Arcee. I already did a video on her, so I'm just going to kind of briefly go over all this stuff, of course, but it is a separate kind of back piece here, which allows you to attach the rifle on, which I will show here shortly. But she's going to come with kind of her modular pistols. She comes with 2 of these, and she's going to come with this kind of purple frame part that will fit over the pistol to make a separate version of that. And then you can attach all of it together with this kind of front piece here to make the rifle. And there are 2 different effect kind of like barrel pieces. There's a purple one and a blue one for the front. You can change that to whatever color you want. And then there's this big kind of like blade rifle part that you can just slide right over the front of that and slide the barrel forwards to make like a big sniper rifle. And then with that little loop right there, you can put it onto this little clip. so that it can be stored on her back if you have that attachment. So yeah, decent rifles. You of course also have these like little bayonet parts which can fit on the end of the rifle here in place of that kind of extended bit. There is a blue one and a purple one for that as well. And you're going to get these two blades, these dagger things. They do have this little handle here that can swivel out to accommodate the hand. You can use these however you want to in the arms. But yeah, same thing that Arcee came with, or the original Arcee came with rather. But the new thing is this freaking huge thing. So it's like the giant Combiner Hunter sword that we saw in, well, Combiner Hunters, the comic, IDW. But yeah, big blade. So now we get to the problem, which is these hands. So these hands absolutely freaking suck. They can't like hold anything. Even the sword, like she just really struggles to hold it. Like that's just, I can kind of hold it, but like the joints aren't strong enough, the feet aren't big enough. You really can't get her to hold it unless you put her on like a stand or on a base. She's just not going to hold this thing. This sword weighs as much as she does, and it's bigger than her. It's cool, but it's going to take a lot to actually get her into a pose where she's holding this. So, word of warning there. Same thing with any of these weapons. It's just kind of a nightmare to actually get her to hold them. Yeah, like that kind of works. And like the rifle and everything too. I guess I can show real quick. So you just pull the hand off of this peg and you can replace it with the holding hands. There we go. And I think, is this the elbow that was broken? I think this elbow might be the one that was broken. But yeah, so let me show you. So I'll try to get her to hold this sword. And yeah, nah, not gonna happen. Because it's huge. But I'm sure that you can fudge it a little bit with action bases and stuff, but I don't have anything that I can attempt that with, so do with that what you will. The rifles, same thing. They're just a freaking pain to get inside the hands. She really can't hold them very well. They're just like not the right tolerance. I'm going to break the thumb off this thing trying to get it into the hand, but you get the idea. It's a lot. But yeah, so let's go over articulation real quick. I'm probably going to break this thing doing it. So the wings here, they can rotate on this little joint here, and there's a little joint in there, and like in the center. You can rotate them in and out there. You can also rotate the entire backpack down. See, that popped off. You can rotate the entire backpack down on this joint and then again on this separate joint here, but it's just so freaking tight. Just the paint is just so tight on it. But you can pivot it in and out if you want to. The head is on a ball joint up at the top, and it can rotate up there, trust me, but it can pivot up and down on the first neck joint there. The secondary neck joint here, it can rotate around on, it is a little ball joint, and then the actual collar section here will move back and forth if it's not seized up with paint, which it currently is. The shoulder joints can butterfly out just ever so slightly. They can rotate there at the shoulder. There is a couple of different joints. There's one up here, which allows it to drop down, and there's one up here, which allows it to go out only about that far. Yep, see, I just broke the arm. See, the tolerances on this thing are so freaking bad. It's just, the materials aren't great. Yeah, so I just completely sheared off the elbow there, so that's a shame. It can rotate at the bicep. And it just it's supposed to have a double jointed elbow, but I mean, obviously I just broke it, so, but it should be a double jointed elbow. There went the backpack. Ball joint here at the wrist, and it does have that swivel at the wrist as well. I'm gonna break the other arm off this thing. Lots of joints here in the torso. There's one all the way up here. It's a little ball joint. It can also rock forwards on that same joint. And then there is a separate ball joint recessed in here along with another hinge, so you can get a whole bunch of crazy motion there, so long as it doesn't break on you. There is a double ball joint here to either side of this little hip skirt part, so you can move this around, get that all out of the way. The little butt panel here is on a little hinge, so you can rotate that forwards and back. There is a pin here, or like a peg here for the hip, so you can get it about that far forwards if you get everything out of the way, and you can get it about that far back. And you can, of course, rotate the leg out about that far, but it is extremely tight, and I'm worried if I push it any farther, it will break. There's a ball joint that is all the way down here in the, like right above the knee, which allows you to kind of rotate the thigh kind of panel around and move it around a little bit. There is a double jointed knee, which will get you about that far, and I think I might have just broken the knee. It's so freaking tight, man. There we go. Oh, man. But, yeah, so, I mean, decent articulation. Ball jointed ankle, which gets you around, you know, decent amount, quite a bit. And then there is an ankle, there is a toe tilt, but I'm not going to do it. It's just going to break. I don't want to break this anything more than I just did. I probably just annihilated this thing. So let me go ahead and just glue this thing back together, and I'll do my final thoughts on it. All right, and that's going to do it for AICY Darkened Sky from MBREED Infinite Charm, or whatever else this thing is called. It's got a lot of numbers and names associated with it. Yeah, I'm not even going to put this thing on a rotating pace because it's not going to stand for more than 5 seconds. So it's just going to stand there like that. I had to kind of glue it back together, but I'm sure that if I touch it, it's just going to explode. But yeah, so that's what you get. So it is, of course, a good looking kit. It looks good. I mean, it is a model kit. Technically, you're not really supposed to play with it anyways, but yeah, the tolerances are so bad on this thing. It can't even hold a candle to the original release, in my opinion. The original release was really good. This one just kind of suffers a little too much because of the paint. So if you do end up getting this thing, because I know it's like as cheap as dirt on AliExpress, if you do get it, shave down the joints or use some lubrication or something, because like it just I mean, I broke it in like 4 different places just on this video. So just be aware of that. Got a lot of accessories. I mean, she can't really utilize a lot of them just because the hands freaking suck on this thing. But I mean, if you want to just glue it together and put it in a pose and set it up somewhere, I mean, she looks really good. It's a really good looking kit. But I don't know. I don't know if I can recommend it, I guess. I mean, it's like $10, so it's like, are you really losing anything? It's $10 for this thing. So it's like, whatever. It's knock off Flametoys Arcee. Could be worse, could be better. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, obviously leave a like on it. Comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see any of my other reviews, there should be a playlist on the channel that you can check out that has pretty much everything, including the stuff I showed some size comparisons for, if you want to watch those. Of course, if you want to support me, you can do so by becoming a channel member. There's really no reason to right now. There's like no incentive to doing so. It's just a way you can support me, but there might be something for it in the future. Who knows? But if you do want to support me, Patreon is probably the best way to do so, which is linked in the description down below. But of course, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Take care.